Eiffel Tower, Wikipedia. Tower on the Champ de Mars in Paris, France. The Eiffel Tower, IFL, French, Tour Eiffel, to Eiffel, listen, is a wrought iron lattice tower on the Champ de Mars in Paris, France. It is named after the engineer Gustave Eiffel, whose company designed and built the tower. Locally nicknamed La Dame des Fées, French for Iron Lady, it was constructed from 1887 to 1889 as the centerpiece of the 1889 World's Fair. Although initially criticized by some of France's leading artists and intellectuals for its design, it has since become a global cultural icon of France and one of the most recognizable structures in the world. The tower received 58,89,000 visitors in 2022, up by 197% from 2021, when numbers dropped due to the COVID virus. Eiffel Tower is the most visited monument with an entrance fee in the world. 6.91 million people ascended it in 2015. It was designated a monument historique in 1964 and was named part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site, Paris, Banks of the Seine, in 1991. The tower is 330 meters, 1,083 feet tall, about the same height as an 81-story building, and the tallest structure in Paris. Its base is square, measuring 125 meters, 410 feet, on each side. During its construction, the Eiffel Tower surpassed the Washington Monument to become the tallest human-made structure in the world. A title it held for 41 years until the Chrysler Building in New York City was finished in 1930. It was the first structure in the world to surpass both the 200-meter and 300-meter mark in height. Due to the addition of a broadcasting aerial at the top of the tower in 1957, it is now taller than the Chrysler Building by 5.2 meters, 17 feet. Excluding transmitters, the Eiffel Tower is the second tallest freestanding structure in France after the Millau Viaduct. The tower has 3 levels for visitors, with restaurants on the first and second levels. The top level's upper platform is 276 meters, 906 feet, above the ground, the highest observation deck accessible to the public in the European Union. Tickets can be purchased to ascend by stairs or lift to the first and second levels. The climb from ground level to the first level is over 300 steps, as is the climb from the first level to the second, making the entire ascent a 600-step climb. Although there is a staircase to the top level, it is usually accessible only by lift. On this top, third level is a private apartment built for Gustave Eiffel's private use. He decorated it with furniture by Jean Lachaise and invited friends such as Thomas Edison. History. Origin. The design of the Eiffel Tower is attributed to Maurice Coquelin and Émile Noguier, 2 senior engineers working for the Compagnie des Établissements Eiffel. It was envisioned after discussion about a suitable centerpiece for the proposed 1889 Exposition Universelle, a World's Fair to celebrate the centennial of the French Revolution. Eiffel openly acknowledged that inspiration for the tower came from the Latin Observatory built in New York City, 1853. In May 1884, working at home, Vauquelin made a sketch of their idea, described by him as a great pylon, consisting of 4 lattice girders standing apart at the base and coming together at the top. Joined together by metal trusses at regular intervals. Eiffel initially showed little enthusiasm, but he did approve further study, and the two engineers then asked Stephen Sylvester, the head of the company's architectural department, to contribute to the design. Sylvester added decorative arches to the base of the tower, a glass pavilion to the first level, and other embellishments. The new version gained Eiffel's support. He bought the rights to the patent on the design which Vauquelin, Nogier, and Sylvester had taken out. And the design was put on display at the Exhibition of Decorative Arts in the autumn of 1884 under the company name. On the 30th of March 1885, Eiffel presented his plans to the Société des Ingénieurs Civils, after discussing the technical problems and emphasizing the practical uses of the tower. He finished his talk by saying the tower would symbolize and not only the art of the modern engineer, but also the century of industry and science in which we are living, and for which the way was prepared by the great scientific movement of the 18th century and by the Revolution of 1789, to which this monument will be built as an expression of France's gratitude. Little progress was made until 1886, when Jules Grevy was re-elected as President of France and Edouard Lacto was appointed as Minister for Trade. A budget for the exposition was passed and, on the 1st of May, Lacto announced an alteration to the terms of the open competition being held for a centerpiece to the exposition, which effectively made the selection of Eiffel's design a foregone conclusion, as entries had to include a study for a 300 meters, 980 feet, 4-sided metal tower on the Champ de Mars. A 300-meter tower was then considered a Herculean engineering effort. On the 12th of May, a commission was set up to examine Eiffel's scheme and its rivals, which, a month later, decided that all the proposals except Eiffel's were either impractical or lacking in details. After some debate about the exact location of the tower, a contract was signed on the 8th of January 1887. Eiffel signed it acting in his own capacity rather than as the representative of his company. The contract granting him 1.5 million francs toward the construction costs, less than a quarter of the estimated 6.5 million francs. Eiffel was to receive all income from the commercial exploitation of the tower during the exhibition and for the next 20 years. He later established a separate company to manage the tower, putting up half the necessary capital himself. 10. A French bank, the Crédit Industriel et Commercial (CIC), helped finance the construction of the Eiffel Tower. During the period of the tower's construction, the CIC was acquiring funds from predatory loans to the National Bank of Haiti, some of which went towards the financing of the tower. These loans were connected to an indemnity controversy which saw France force Haiti's government to financially compensate French slave owners for lost income as a result of the Haitian Revolution, and required Haiti to pay the CIC and its partner nearly half of all taxes collected on exports, effectively choking off the nation's primary source of income. According to the New York Times, at a time when the CIC was helping finance one of the world's best-known landmarks, the Eiffel Tower, as a monument to French liberty. It was choking Haiti's economy, taking much of the young nation's income back to Paris and impairing its ability to start schools, hospitals and the other building blocks of an independent country. Artists protest. The proposed tower had been a subject of controversy, drawing criticism from those who did not believe it was feasible and those who objected on artistic grounds. Prior to the Eiffel Tower's construction, no structure had ever been constructed to a height of 300 meters, or even 200 meters for that matter, and many people believed it was impossible. These objections were an expression of a long-standing debate in France about the relationship between architecture and engineering. It came to a head as work began at the Champ de Mars. A committee of 300, one member for each meter of the tower's height, was formed. Please subscribe to our channel for travel updates.